After an audit revealed money missing from Cottonwood Rescue, the Houston County Commission is working to make sure this doesn't happen again. Joining us live in studio is News 4's Will Polson. So, Will, what is the commission doing to make sure funds are being spent correctly?
Well, Kinsley, the commissioners say it's time to have other eyes on these volunteer fire and rescue teams to ensure that this money is being handled correctly. Now, during a meeting, the commissioners voted to form the Volunteer Fire and EMS Improvement Task Force. This will be a group of people who work with the commission to make sure that everything runs smoothly. This comes shortly after an audit revealed roughly $155,000 unaccounted for at Cottonwood Rescue. Now, Chairman Brandon Shoup spoke with me after the meeting, and he says that they're doing this to hold those departments accountable and to make improvements across the county. Now, the commission also appointed one person today to that board and are expected to make more additions soon. Kinsley?
Well, Polson, thank you for that report. Chairman Shoup says these volunteer response teams are the backbone to the community and are one of the county's most valuable assets if ran properly.